Hey guys, I'm hoping you're having a great today of this week of this year. Anyway, if you are here, you probably read the title. Is gaming dying? Well, to that I really do not have an answer. Instead, this whole video started as the whole Weathering Waves versus Zenless Zone Zero versus Genshin Impact drama. And then I realized I really do not want to take part in that. So in an effort to run away from the topic, it ended up as why do people see gacha games as lesser? And if anything similar to this, topics like this are interesting to you, feel free to subscribe, like, the whole YouTube business. And with all that said and done, let's get back to the video.
The final act begins now.
In my opinion, gacha elements can be used in games to elevate them, only if you do them right. And according to Cambridge Dictionary, a gacha game is a type of computer game, especially one played on a mobile phone, in which users can pay to get a new character, ability, object, etc. at random. By that logic, games like TF2 and even FIFA can be considered gacha games. Papi! But if you only look at games that are colloquially referred to as gacha games, such as Nikke, Brown Dust 2, AFK Arena, they have
One eternity later.
Anyways, I want to talk about why such games are seen as lesser. One of the points brought up in such topics is, aren't these games predatory on players? Yes, I agree that gacha games can be very scummy to players, but I also personally believe that no one under the age of 16 should even be playing gacha games. Because let's be honest, kids tend to not understand the value of money, and they are not exactly immune to the Jedi mind tricks that gacha games play. Another major reason people are asked to be wary of gacha games is the major power creep issue. Well, obviously, they need to keep selling you new characters. And how else are they going to continue milking and milking and milking their goddamn meta horse? Jokes aside, some of the other problems that people talk about are how daily quests tend to be a slog and they take forever to do, and sometimes they even feel like jobs. No one is forcing you to do it. Plus, majority of daily quest gacha games tend to be short enough that you can do during your commute. And even if you can't afford to spend that much time, the rewards are not that great. Let's be honest. If you really want to get a character, you're better off opening your wallet. Let's be honest. Scummy? Yes. But it's true. Something else I've noticed is that players tend to have the feeling of FOMO, or the fear of missing out. Especially when it comes to I need to collect every single character that comes out. I understand the feeling, I really do. The collector's instinct. You need every single one of them. Oh my god, look at that beautiful waifu, look at new husbando. But here's the thing, I honestly don't think you want to spend like the next 2 months trying to build the 3 characters you got, right? You think that daily quest is a slog, this is going to be a whole new slog. And how are you going to enjoy the game? You spend every day thinking about I need to build the next character. No, I have to build the next character. Oh no, how about the next character? You know what I mean? I'll be honest, I understand opening up your wallet. I mean, you're paying for the game you're playing anyway. I see it as a fair trade-off. You get years of entertainment for opening up your wallet. But at the same time, I need people to understand you have to be sensible and remember, you can enjoy the game without having every single character. Just a thought. Some say that gacha games are overly monetized and that they're corrupting other genres of games. Originally that seemed plausible, but until I did some research on the internet, where they claim that the first gacha game, a game called Dragon Collection, it came out in 2010. It's a digital card game. And if it's 2010, that's also the same time that TF2 released their loot crates. That would make TF2 like the first, second or third like gacha game. But it turns out the whole gacha mechanic deal started in MMOs like your Maple Stories, and they have been doing it since the early 2000s, around 2003. So if anything, you should blame them. Despite the issues with gacha games, I believe that this gacha game structure does have its positives, no matter how crazy that may sound. I personally think that gacha game structure lends itself really well to a long-term story with a huge cast of characters. For example, if you're doing a traditional game, like let's say Wukong, right? The game can only be so long because you can't continue funding itself, and creating continuations. Instead, you get Wukong 2, Wukong 3, right? But in gacha games, you get your first cast of characters, you add new characters, and based on how the sales go, they use that to fund the next part of the story, and this story goes on forever. And maybe it's just the inner One Piece fan of in me that's talking, but I think long storylines are really fun, right? There's a huge world to explore. Your favorite characters grow and learn with you. But maybe that's why I find gacha games more fun, right? You get to see as the world changes with you and how you affected the world. Okay, unlike traditional games, you only get to see the effects of what you have done within a short period of time. In comparison, gacha games tend to have you do something to save the world, and then it goes on for a prolonged period of time, and then you get to see the effects over time, right? And that is a nice way of looking at it. But in the end, that's all my personal opinions. You don't have to agree. But with that said, that's pretty much it for the video. I want you guys to honestly experience games around you. If you've never played a gacha game, just give it a try. An honest try. No preconceptions, just give it a try. Tell me how it goes. Maybe you have fun. Maybe there's a new favorite game for you. Or maybe you hate it. Maybe it just isn't for you. And that's all fine. But keep an open mind and try. That's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, do the YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. If not, tell your friends to tell your friends. With that said, that's it for me. And I'll see you in the next video. Yeah.